FI3RY. This is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Um, if you will notice, I have my character Vector selected. He's going to be the character we're going to be playing throughout the run. I also have Bertha, Four Eyes, and Lupo there. Bertha's our medic. She will be healing me or our teammates throughout the run. Four Eyes can disinfect me or our teammates throughout the run. And Lupo just is really strong. She does a lot of damage. So we typically keep those three teammates at all times. We use Vector because he has a special ability that allows us to turn invisible or turn into the enemy. Um, so yeah, we're gonna be starting the first mission right about now, and it's going to open with a few cutscenes we're gonna skip, and then we're gonna be in an auto-scrolling elevator with fan favorite character Hunk. Probably the most time you ever get to spend time with him in a Resident Evil game throughout this entire mission.
It's
And
still
he's gonna
probably
give
honestly the best Resident Evil, one of the best Resident Evil, most iconic Resident Evil characters for how little screen time he gets.
Yeah, it is honestly crazy they haven't made a side game replay as him or like some DLC replay as him a lot. Like I think the only other thing is the one extra mission in Resident Evil 2 remake, Not a Hero, if I remember correctly.
Is he not a hero?
Is that no? I don't remember the name of it, but he's in Resident Evil. I think you play as him in Resident Evil 2 remake, right? It's like an extra
Yeah, one
mission.
of the last
Survivor
survivor,
mission.
last stand or something.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah, yeah.
fourth survivor, I think.
Fourth
Something like that.
survivor.
They say he's a survivor, but I've never seen him in a game since, so I don't know. But yeah, one funny thing. So I really like this game, but they did make a very unique choice by not having a single zombie in the very first mission, which was definitely a choice for a Resident Evil game.
Alright, it's open. Let's go.
So right up here, we're gonna have to focus up a little bit. We're gonna wait for some dialogue to throw a grenade, and then we're gonna start fighting some soldiers.
Yeah. To put this game into context, this game was released in 2012 for the PS3, Xbox, that whole era. If you're wondering what other games came out in 2012, Resident Evil 6 also came out. So obviously this game is not treated as canon, but it is very fun. It is taking place during the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3. It's a very good game, and any Resident Evil game, professional, is obviously very, very difficult. There's almost no leeway for mistakes, and usually if you do make a mistake or something bad happens in terms of RNG, it's usually a reset when you're trying to put up a competitive time. So I'm very hopeful that, well, I know that FI3RY will put on a wonderful show for you guys today.
I already messed
No
up
pressure.
a little bit of tech.
No pressure.
So messed up a little bit of tech, but I had a really good nade right there, so that was good. That's gonna save me some time. But if you notice, I have a mimic ability. If I press Y, the issue is if I double tap Y by accident, I lose my mimic, or if I get shot, I lose my mimic. And mimicking is very important on professional because it keeps the enemies from shooting you most of the time. But if they see you mimic, or if they just accidentally shoot you because they're trying to shoot your teammates or some zombies or something, you kind of get messed up. Luckily, this first mission is pretty hard to die on for most of it. Like right there, I just got shot randomly. But we took out most. Very unlucky here with these enemies still being here. Usually you can get away with just there being one. And when you take out these guys down here. Headshots are very important, especially on professional difficulty, because the enemies are very tanky.
It's honestly one of my favorite Resident Evil mechanics. How do we make the game the hardest difficulty? Let's just make them do 2 times the damage and just make them be tagged for some bullets. Seems to be a common formula for a lot of Resident Evil games. And you could definitely feel it in the speedrun as well. This is looking pretty clean. This looks looking pretty good.
We've got a location on Dr.
the enemies are wondering why their own friend is shooting them in the back, but you know, that's mimicry for you, right?
Roger, Command. Proceeding to Birkin's lab.
Yeah,
Stay
and then right here, so we finish that whole section. There's going to be some soldiers coming out of this gate, but we're just going to run past them and trigger this cutscene. Hunk's going to go show off his skills. That's the only time he really gets to in the whole series. I'm going to throw a stun grenade right here, stun these enemies. You're going to notice I'm going to be diving into cover a lot. It's because it resets my stamina. It also just gives me some extra distance on the end of my sprint. You cannot sprint infinitely in this game. Grab some ammo, much needed. Come over here. We're going to trigger a cutscene with Punk going to meet Birkin. These cameras do not matter. They just give you extra XP. They're just little collectibles in the game, so I like to take them out when I have free time. Going to take my teammates down to like half HP. Ooh, I did mess up a little bit. So if you notice in the bottom right, my mimic ability is just now coming back up. I needed that coming back up sooner so I could mimic sooner, so I could take these guys out.
We'll take these guys, sir.
A lot easier and faster, but we're gonna have to wait for that. This section is really hard when your mimic's not working well, so this is gonna be a little scary.
So yeah, the reason why he brings a lot of his teammates down in a lot of section is, per speedrun fashion in most games, waiting for an AI or your team is kinda slow. It's a lot faster, you know, to get rid of your teammates and hit whatever checkpoint or hit whatever door, as opposed to looking for them being healthy and whatnot. You're also going to notice that FI3RY's main weapon of choice is actually the Samurai Edge. It's probably the best weapon, if I'm not mistaken, for
yeah, run. It is the best weapon, does the most DPS. Very unfortunate here, I'm like completely out of ammo. Yeah. Like I said, losing the mimic, like not having the mimic ability still up at the beginning of this section really messed it up. I haven't actually had that happen before, so I wasn't paying attention. I should have been. It makes it really hard to finish this section, because normally you just mimic, you run all the way behind them, kind of through some lines of fire, and then take them all out from behind, like I've been doing. But not able to do that here.
And that's kind of to further emphasize the point of the hardest difficulty in any Resident Evil game. Like I said, even just a cooldown of a few seconds right there completely changed the outcome of a fight. And the reason why a lot of Resident Evil runs are so competitive is because a lot of tech is so precise, the timing of it comes down pretty much to, you know, the second. As you can see, FI3RY didn't have his mimicry cooldown there, but now, as you can tell, this is going a lot smoother than what it was previously. He's using the riot gun, a very popular gun of choice, also in Resident Evil 4 as well. But it is one of the best crowd control guns in the game for ORC as well.
I'm trying to take out Lupo here. I don't have any Samurai Edge ammo, and she's kind of trolling me. Not having Samurai Edge ammo kind of sucks, but it's okay. The first mission is one of the hardest missions in the game. Most of the other missions are pretty smooth sailing, besides like 2 others and 1 big skip near the end of the game. So yeah, like that section right there is one of the hardest sections of the game. It sucks that I died, but it is just, you know, something goes unfortunate there. It's kind of, you know, it is what it is.
Hey, it wouldn't be a marathon, right, if you didn't encounter some sort of challenge.
Exactly. They think it's marathon luck, but we're actually just throwing for combat.
It's not too relevant in the early game, but once zombies do start to appear in the game, there is a chance they do have what is called an infection counter in this. There is a chance you can get infected, which gives you several buffs and debuffs as your HP ticks down. But if I'm not mistaken, for the speedrun, you don't want your team to get infected, because at that point they become enemies, and then you have to deal with them. And I would assume they
yeah,
you, but
Yeah, in casual, it's not too bad, but in pro, if your teammates get infected and turn into zombies, they basically won't have you if they get near you. So you want to try and take them out very quickly if you get near them.
And here we're coming to the first boss. For those of you who have played Resident Evil 2 OG or Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's the one and only William Birkin.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best to not interact with Birkin as much as possible. We're basically just he's gonna like chase us down this hallway. We're just gonna stun him once by shooting him in the eye, and then we're just gonna hold back until we hit a cutscene. And we're gonna wait to turn, and we'll be able to go into like little phase 2 of this hallway fight chase, and then just run straight to the door and wait for it.
Call me crazy. I've been watching Silent Hill 2 videos lately, but isn't William Birkin? Oh, hear me out. William Birkin is just an alternate universe James Sunderland. He's got the hair, he's got the metal pipe, right? Hear me out. Hear me out.
You're on to something.
Just say that's your headcanon.
That's my headcanon. This is James Sunderland if he married Annette Birkin instead of what's her name, Maria.
I think Birkin might actually be James's like beta artwork, like the scrapped artwork.
Hey, never mind. It's two completely different companies, but all right. There we go.
Maybe that's what Pyramid Head was supposed to be. No.
Clean getaway from Birkin so far.
Yeah, right there. We're gonna charge in that dog so he doesn't grab us. We stun those soldiers and run past. Stun them, mimic, run past, dive past that dog over here, and we're gonna wait for our teammates, heal up. I find so sometimes you can kill your teammates pretty fast and not have to wait for them here. Oh, I didn't even see the dog. My character thought it was in the way. Poor doggo. But sometimes it's faster, but barely faster. Other times it's not faster. It's kind of like sometimes if you take them out, it'll make this waiting for this like much faster because they're just gonna respawn here. But other times it's gonna be slower. So a little bit RNG. And I did this kind of wrong, but I should be fine. Okay, now we're gonna have to do the one QTE in the game. And we're good, and we're gonna run away for our lives. That's gonna be...
He's so talented.
I think it's so much skill. So much skill.
Left stick, left stick, left stick. Oh my goodness. How does he do it?
Yep. I'm a genius. I don't know what to say.
They need to make a Resident Evil game that is on. Oh, I was gonna say. We have Resident Evil 6. Never mind. No. Resident Evil. No, Resident Evil 6 gets a bad rep, but all means aside.
We're gonna charge through here to avoid the knockback on the fire coming out, and we're gonna do it again right here. And we're reaching the end of the mission. That, and we run this game on IGT, but since I died in the first mission, I'm not gonna bother looking at the IGT. I think the run's just kind of GG now.
Would it be in the color red?
It would definitely be in the color red, unless you change your splits to look green. You know, some people do that.
Ooh,
that
might be the play, honestly. Just flip the colors around, so when you see your time go green, you're just like, okay. It gives you a little bit of motivation.
Yeah, that's a forbidden tech. I got scammed by Waifu on that once, actually, for some gift subs. But yeah, so this second mission, now we're gonna have some zombies. Crazy, I know. Like, we never would have expected this in Resident Evil. Groundbreaking stuff. You take care of that zombie properly, you can keep them from command grabbing you. They're actually supposed to command grab you through that door, but if you back up pretty fast and shoot them pretty fast, you don't get command grab thrown to it. So that was pretty nice that I got that, because I haven't got that in a while. Take out all the zombies in this room. We're going to meet Nikolai. So like Kamu said, this game does take place during Resident Evil 2 and 3. We're gonna be dealing with and seeing pretty much all the bosses and enemies and some teammates and stuff from those games. Or a lot of them are gonna make an appearance. We're gonna run up here, take cover, take this guy out as we take his identity, and then accidentally get shot here from this guy. Okay.
He had his identity for a whole half a second.
Yep. I was really close in committing insurance fraud. Just didn't quite get there.
We have time for a quick donation.
Yes.
All right, we have a $15 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Just a reminder, we still have that poll going on for to defend or don't defend Leon. So get those donations in for that. I would personally like to see y'all defend Leon, but I know he's a silly himbo, so we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, to elaborate on the defend or don't defend Leon, the don't defend is eliminating Leon. Which, if you ever just want to know what it's like to face Leon S. Kennedy, there you go. Yeah. Got through there.
I'm sick of Leon at this point. I played as Leon so many times. I am so sick of Leon.
Good. Now you can access the server room.
You want to see him suffer
I
for
never
all the
get
times he made you suffer in FI3RY randomizer? Is that what you're saying?
I was gonna say I know Mar will never get sick of Leon, but
I will definitely never get sick. He is my favorite man. I'm sorry, Chris Redfield. Leon always takes the cake. Literally.
But we still need to discuss.
at least your favorite Resident Evil character gets what, 4 games? Is in 4 of these games?
I'm just punching boulders. We're gonna mimic that guy while he has his back turned, and then we're going to try our best to use this mimic throughout like almost the entire rest of this mission. It's pretty important because there are a billion guards right here. And near the end as well. But we're gonna have to be pretty safe. We're gonna have to throw a good flash grenade and not. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And hit the door frame.
Oh no! Yeah, hit the door frame. Almost die. Lose our mimic, which it's not that bad right now, but it's going to matter a lot in the next section. That is yeah. Throwing for content,
Intentional.
Let's take care of those servers.
I'm just trying to go over estimate, really, just trying to see what I can get away with. Hopefully it'll be okay. Hopefully I'll be able to mimic one of these guys up here and you'll be chilling. Okay. Oh my god, they're still here. Sometimes they're still here, sometimes they're not. We'll see if I get away with this. This guy's still aiming. We're just gonna go. Okay, we're good. If you mimic right in front of them, sometimes they'll just keep aggro and they'll know you're mimicked. We're gonna take care of these zombies so the soldiers on the left here stop shooting. And we're gonna run past all of them. Normally this part's a little bit scarier because your mimic is pretty much at the end of time. And you lose it right here. So it can be a little scary, but usually ends up fine. Luckily, us not having mimic didn't matter too much because we lost a little bit of time for it.
No, that was a good recovery. That was a really good recovery.
This is the evidence.
Yeah, it can be very bad and very scary. There are many times in this game where you get melted like cheese on a pizza, and you just cannot play the game, and you die instantly.
Command.
So we're burning all evidence, as Umbrella workers do. I don't know if I explained that. It's probably implied, but we are working for Umbrella. We're a secret Umbrella operative sent to Raccoon City to get rid of evidence.
And another
Yeah.
very popular Resident Evil enemy, the Lickers, right here.
That was
Oh, I hate those guys.
Mid-falling animation.
They are so iconic, though. They are just such a, I would say, well-known enemy of the Resident Evil series. It is kind of cool how many Easter eggs they do throw back to Resident Evil 2 and 3, especially in this game.
Yeah. I think this game's a little underrated. I don't think it's the best game, but it's really fun in co-op, and it definitely has a bit of replayability.
I think I've gotten 1 or 2 messages from Fiery saying, "Hey, you looking for a new Resident Evil game to play?" And I'm like, "Yay! Which one?" Or C.
I'm always
One
looking
day.
for a new Resident Evil game. Not gonna lie.
The more I watch this, the more fun I think it actually is. In all honesty.
Yeah, this run's actually like pretty easy to pick up too, which is nice, especially on casual. Pros, also not too bad. I think it's just more so like understanding some of the game and the strats and stuff, but it's not too bad. It's just a few parts that are pretty scary. But
Could you?
yeah, I think it's really fun.
Is this a 2-player co-op or could you play 4 players?
It's 4-player co-op.
Ooh. Now hold on there. Ooh.
Mhm.
Hey Mar, you looking for a new Resident Evil speedrun?
I mean, let's see. How much is it? Wait. I can't tell. I can't tell how much it costs on Steam.
We're dealing with him again.
Okay, this one always goes on sale for like $3.
Okay, very good. Well, I will consider running this if either of you run Resident Evil 1 Remake.
I got you. That's actually on my to-do list at some point.
Stair
Awesome.
skating.
Handshake.
It's easy. Trust me.
Oh my god.
Man, Nikolai
I
is
hate
evil
myself.
in this game too. That's crazy actually to think about.
Yeah, I never would have guessed. Never would have thought.
Yeah, the bad
yeah,
guy is bad.
Nikolai trapped us in a room full of zombies, and he's gonna have a bunch of mines throughout the entire mission waiting for us. Pretty sick, you know? Love it. Good old Nikolai, you know, you can really depend on him to just, like, never change, you know? That's what I respect about him.
A vaccine, if you will, Jill.
Need this. Oh yeah, so some of these zombies have mines attached to their heads, and they explode, which is awesome. And, yep. We're going to pick up that black card through the wall, and we're going to use this through the door
Ready for anything.
right here. And we're going to get liquor grabbed as the door's opening. I have not once gotten through this room without getting grabbed, like a single time. So honestly, you know, while I'm waiting for the door, that's kind of optimal. I respect that. That liquor was doing me a solid.
Nikolai was thorough.
It feels like that liquor grab is probably scripted, right?
It feels like it is, but I don't think it is because it can happen from any of the liquors in that room at any point. I also was meant to throw a nade here, but we ball. Hey, I dodged it. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
So this
That was a
part, I
close
want to, yeah. Sometimes you can dodge through mines if you do it very well. We're gonna take this part kind of slow because this area can soft lock if you go a little too fast. So might be taking a little slower than I need to, but it has happened, and I do not want it to happen. Okay, we're good. It's very rare that that section soft locks, but it can happen. I've only had it happen probably like 2 or 3. It mainly happened to me in co-op with my friends, but I think we were both like running way too far out, way too fast. And that's probably what triggers it.
That's got to be the worst soft luck in a speedrun. Were you too good? Well, reset your run.
Yeah, it's always painful.
Luckily, I don't have that issue too much. I'm never that good.
So that's a good thing sometimes. We're running into hunters for the first time here. They are also in this game. I was meant to charge past them to not get knocked back, but I guess accidentally meleeing it fine. I ran out of stamina for a second. charge past him. It's okay. Get past these guys pretty fast.
Hunters have to be the worst enemy in the entire Resident Evil franchise, right? With how much damage they do.
How much damage they do? Yeah, I feel like there's never a time where they're not the most annoying enemy you could be fighting in any Resident Evil. I can't
They're
count a
weak.
single time where I enjoyed playing against a hunter, but I do like the hunters, you know? That guy saw me.
They're
that's
pretty
a little sketchy.
terrible.
Their weakest attack takes off, what, 70% of your health, and their strongest attack kills you instantly, so, you know, well balanced.
They usually
well
knock you
designed.
down.
Yeah, I think their design is awesome, but yeah, at least in RE1 Remake, the stuns are bonkers. They have a little bit of iframes, and the one-hit KO. So, yeah, they're a menace for sure.
Revelation 1's also has that very long-winded one-hit.
I was about to bring up the section in Revelations 1 where there's just a billion hunters in like an airport or whatever.
Okay, so this part is a bit of RNG. The EMP can spawn in 3 different locations.
Yeah, we got arguably the best one, the closest one, but it's a little weird because it's harder to look for. Like, you just look through that section for the glowing orange light. And the 2 of the spots are easy to spot, but the other 2 not so much. Now we're fighting Nikolai. We're gonna shoot him in the face bunch and stand just out of his sniper range so he doesn't knock us down and do like half our HP. There's 3 phases of this fight, and he does have a system of like going through very specific windows, although you can do enough damage to prevent him from going from certain windows through phases. But yeah, so right here, you see him running that way, ringing the bell. He's gonna summon some zombies to deal with me. Gonna chuck some nades right there. Did this a little poorly because I was not fully ready. Yeah, there's 2 zombies on each side. Teammates didn't take care of these guys, sadly.
Still clean.
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna start shooting him in this window whenever he pops up. There's like a few times where I felt like I found ways to keep him like sitting up in the window more, like trying to snipe you, but like in a spot where he can't snipe you. I miss every shot there, that sucks. So I think there is a possibility for that to make this fight a little bit faster. But I only just recently started running the game again, so I'm probably going to experiment with that after this marathon. Okay, another phase. There's ammo boxes to refill your ammo. We got crimson heads, sadly. This means we gotta spend more time on them. Gonna
This has a
refill my
lot of
nade.
throwbacks, the first 3 games, actually. The more I look
Yeah.
at it.
Oh, don't get sniped.
Don't get sniped! Watch out! Oh.
It's okay. At least there's a green herb right here. See that? But yeah, one other nice thing about this game, not just the hunters, but pretty much anything that would knock you back if you dive or shoulder charge through it, you won't get knocked back. So that's some tech that we use, not just the hunters, but sometimes on explosions. Okay, life fight's done. Some bosses and etc. Just multiple different places. It's pretty neat. Very easy to do. We're gonna wait for all this dialogue and then made this door.
Still
This
clean. Let's go.
yeah, doing pretty solid. We're gonna need that a little late, but it's okay. Oh my god, I was sitting too close. Fine. So the rest of this mission is really scary. This is the scariest part of the entire run. It's like the entire rest of this mission. We're gonna turn to this guy, then we're gonna wait. Oh no, our teammates. Yes. I'm just gonna brute force it. There's a checkpoint up here. Maybe. Nope. Okay. That took it a little too long there, so our teammates caught up and they started shooting. Pretty unfortunate there, and spot all the way back here. First run.
I believe this is actually the hardest mission in the game, right?
Yeah. This
Or the
entire
speedrun,
last,
rather.
yeah, this entire last section is the hardest part of professional, at least. It's not on casual. It's easy. It's fine. Professional though, it's very difficult. It's like it can just decide it doesn't want you to have a good run at any point, pretty much. Okay, should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we ran into that guy. He walked their way. It's okay. There's a bunch of guys right there, so it should be fine. And that actually kind of works out because I'd have to nade myself or get that guy to shoot me right there at the end of here to reset my mimic ability anyways. Or do that, use this for first aid spray. Yeah, if you also run into soldiers while you're mimicked, they will try and melee you because they're just gonna assume that you're not their
Hey,
teammate.
you're not. Hey, you're not Brad.
The generators and knock out their power grid.
Take out our teammates so they don't get us killed in this section like they did in the previous section. We have rare RNG with zombies in here, especially at Crimson Head. I've never seen this before. That was cool time loss. So we're gonna
World record pace. World record pace.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna mimic those guys, and we're gonna run a circle backwards around here to give us some time. There we go. Got the wall cover. Oh, this guy is onto me. Maybe he's done. Maybe not. Dude, this is so cursed. This
Tell him
is
your
so.
favorite foods. Tell him your
This is
favorite
so
foods.
cursed. So cursed. I need to make one of them bleed to get the zombies like out on them. Okay. We should be chilling. So that's a little thing. Oh my god.
Well, now you're bleeding.
Yeah. Oh boy. No zombies!
Eye for an eye.
Zombies are helping greatly here. Thank you. So this is actually like a mix of cursed and insanely lucky. I've never had this room go this poorly and still be able to survive. Normally you get melted instantly if something like this happens. I kind of like a mix of adapted really well and got very lucky. And we're done with this cursed mission.
Let's go. And to further emphasize adaptability, especially in a lot of horror games, especially Resident Evil, is 100% needed. There are always things that go wrong, and I know a lot of you may not have seen many runs of this game, but that was actually very clean. I am honestly very shocked you got out of that. I mean, kudos. That was amazing to watch.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever gotten out of that alive when something like that has happened, so I'm pretty surprised. I think one way to avoid that is definitely just trying to bleed one of the soldiers early. That's something I've thought about, but usually the nade ends up bleeding one of the soldiers, but I threw the nade kind of bad, so that makes sense. Like, it kind of landed on the side of the door, not in the doorway with all of them. But yeah, got pretty lucky that worked out.
This is mission 4, and this perhaps is my favorite mission of all because it features definitely one of my favorite foes, if you will, one of my favorite nemesis in the Resident Evil series.
See if we got a good nade there. I try and throw a nade over here to try and get rid of these trip mines early. It's just like a tiny time save. It doesn't really take that much time. You throw it right there too, but it's pretty risky because these guys melt you.
Who are the soldiers we are fighting? Are they just government, military, or?
I think they're the UBSS or something. So I believe in the beginning of the game, in the first conversation with Hunk, he's telling you that they're like mercenaries, that they can be bought out by anyone. You can't expect them to like have any allegiance, which is why like our character is like, well, why don't we just buy them out? They're like, well, they're mercenaries. You can't like expect them to do anything. I don't know.
Peak
Like,
Resident
alright.
Evil dialogue.
Yeah. I'm like, that sounds like Resident Evil to me. Right at home.
They're mercenaries. They can be bought out. Well, why don't we buy them out? Well, they're mercenaries, you know? What do you expect?
Yeah, so we got one of them bled, which is good for this section. I'm playing it a little safe and slow because how this run's been going. I'm also just getting blocked by a lot of zombies. I'm gonna run through here, and I'm actually going to nade myself to get rid of my disguise, and almost die in the process. Normally, I'm used to getting hit by a zombie there or shot by a zombie. I'm kind of like debating at this point whether I should be using the mimic there because I have to use it in this next section. And I've been able to get through that section and all the guys coming through the gate with just one stun grenade, and they never seem to bother me after getting stunned. So it's probably just like better at this point to not even mimic there and just take out the guys, just bleed one of them so they can't do anything to you, and then just cover the zombies.
Is there a way to...
Like...
Go ahead.
Sorry, what?
No, go ahead. I was just gonna ask a question.
No, you. I was gonna say this game has a lot of like really cool mechanics like that, like you getting infected, and also just like bleeding soldiers, or you getting bled yourself, like just having hordes of zombies. 4 Eyes has a whole thing where she can like throw pheromones to attract zombies to an entire spot. There's just tons of zombies there. There's a lot of like unique stuff, and some of that is actually like speedrun tech and co-op specifically. That can be used. You were saying, Colin?
No, I was wondering when the soldiers came around. I was wondering if there was a way to keep their aggro permanently on the zombies there as opposed to you, but I don't know how enemies aggro switches.
Typically, just by bleeding one of them, they'll just all get surrounded by zombies, so they just kind of freak out and they're fine anyways. Which is that's kind of what I was saying, because after you take out those soldiers, the gate opens and more soldiers come in. If you just throw one flash grenade at those guys, you can run past them with like no problem. So that's what I'm
Well, I meant, yeah, for the gate soldiers, if they're just pre-aggro to the zombies, you know, if you could just kind of run by them regardless. If they're just
I think I have, yeah, I think I have sometimes. I think I have a few times. What? Okay. That was weird. I just got a little cutscene twice. That was interesting.
They have demos in this game too? Insane.
Yeah.
This is the If you don't have time to play Resident Evil 0, 1, 2, and 3, you should just play Operation Raccoon City. This is pretty much this is all the games combined into one. That's my
ultimate
sell
game.
for this game. This is the ultimate Resident Evil game.
We're injecting a tyrant because we're gonna activate the tyrant, or something like. No, we're extracting the parasite from the tyrant, which is keeping the tyrant sleeping. So now we're gonna get chased by a tyrant.
X don't give it to you. Plays in the background.
So we have to go collect 3 key cards here. One of them's down here. I had just realized I have no ammo. Okay, a little unfortunate grab there. It's okay. Oh my god. My teammates really do not like that one specific zombie. I'll run up here, grab another. Yeah, this is one of the few Resident Evil games that gives you a lab, but doesn't end the game on the lab.
Spoiler for every Resident Evil. No.
I'm sorry. My bad.
It's kind of cool how they have the demos interacting similarly to the Arnaya plug, the spider plagas in Resident Evil 4. Just kind of makes the enemy go frenzy. They latch on.
Yeah, in the I think in the DLC they actually attached to some of the bosses.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if I
Big,
remember correctly. I still
big
need to
Mr.
run the
X
DLC.
is scary.
Yeah,
Wait until a spider attaches to him and steroids him up. Oh my god.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happens.
Oh my god. This game's too spooky for me, just thinking about that.
Yeah, the DLC of this game is also actually like really cool, because it actually adds like a lot of like pretty unique. It adds some things that I think should have been in the main campaign. Also, we just hit those triggers, so we're just gonna wait for this door to open. But it adds like a few mechanics that are like a little team based and like multi-class based. What is happening here? Where certain characters are just better for certain missions. So it's like all the classes can actually be fully used, which doesn't really happen in this game. In this game, it's kind of like Vector is just kind of the goat, and then Bertha is like the second goat, and then Four Eyes is pretty cool too. And then the rest kind of don't matter. But in the DLC campaign, there's like a lot of different instances with like objectives where it's like this specific person can do this faster or that faster. There's a lot more objectives for completing missions rather than just like take out these enemies and you progress. I think the DLC is actually pretty underrated, and it also shows more Resident Evil cast that's not in the main campaign. It allows you to hang out with them because you're like on their team now.
We have time for a quick donation. All right, we have a $2 donation from Rubba Dub Dub I'm a Duck saying quack. Eliminate Leon, quack. Which means don't defend Leon is currently winning for that poll.
Oh.
So I guess if you want to see Leon get defended, feel free to donate. I was trying to make a duck pun there, like a quack pun, but I couldn't. So use your imagination, I suppose.
Yeah, so we're fighting Nemesis now. We're just gonna stick behind this box and pelt him in the head with a samurai edge and throw a bunch of nades at him. We're gonna have to be careful of some zombies that will spawn right next to us. Take them out when needed. Cue the zombies.
Stores.
And yeah, one of our teammates is infected. Could be problematic. Usually it happens on this mission. It happens quite often on this mission. It's funny how when he screams, he knocks the zombies over too. Okay, we're gonna run over here, grab some frag grenades while he's going to his next phase, which is going to spawn some soldiers.
God, I love Nemesis. The concept of Nemesis is just, I love it.
He's definitely one of the best BOWs in the series, in my opinion.
It's just never been the same, you know?
Oh, okay, got that, thankfully. You have one right behind me, though. And I'm bleeding. Yeah, that's one problem with getting shot by Nemesis, is his chain gun kind of applies almost an insta-bleed. Almost. But we're sitting here next to some health and with some good cover and away from all the soldiers. Try and make our lives a little bit easier. Okay.
Those are some brave soldiers walking 10 feet in front of the perfect bioweapon and just
Yep.
attempting to kill it.
I've kind of noticed, so I used to do this strat by being over where they are and mimicking them. And usually they'd all die whenever I did that. And I'd have a harder time fighting this boss, but I noticed if I sit back here, I have a much easier time, and they usually survive a little longer. Not this time, but sometimes they will survive all the way to the end. But yeah, normally there is going to be another wave of soldiers popping out.
And Nemesis, after taking 1,000 bullets from our main protagonist of this game, decides to go hunt Jill Valentine.
Yeah. Bold decision. So many zombies.
This fight looks painful. I'm gonna...
This fight
Be
usually
confident.
goes a lot better than this. Yeah, I'm just having a pretty bad fight.
No. We're still on world record pace. No. We got this.
True. Okay, there we go. We're done.
Oh, he said the line.
Give him the shot.
Yeah, normally the soldiers last a little longer and they kind of help me with the fight. Not this time. So Nemi is down. Now we're going to we're not going to be defending or executing Mr. Kennedy, but we are going to be seeing him for the first time. I'll try and get a funny cutscene for you guys. It might get me killed, but it will be worth it.
The rookie cop, Leon S. Kennedy.
Yep. There's also a skip that's pretty hard to do. That saves a little bit of time. I got it first try. Nice.
But to quickly answer, oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, there in this game, there's like a few little skips like that where you can just jump off of ledges. I can almost guarantee there's almost more to be found somewhere, but we have not found them yet. There's not been too many people that have run this game.
The intel you're looking for is in the
But
police
it is
chief's
a
office.
very easy to pick up run, and there's definitely more stuff to be
The
found.
intel
I
should
think.
be in that office somewhere.
Here we are.
The detail they put into RPD2 right here is actually kind of crazy.
About time. Management has been
Yep.
getting nervous.
It's kind of like almost one-to-one, like especially in this section right here.
Now get
Almost.
out of there and we'll arrange your extraction.
You ever play those custom Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns where they just do the whole Resident Evil campaigns just for Left 4 Dead 2?
Yes. Yes.
Those are some good, accurate maps too. Those are actually really nice.
So there's Leon. We're gonna go get up in his face after the zombie stops giving us a hug.
Extraction is postponed. Get over there and examine the crash site. Management doesn't have any more patience for this.
Oh,
Identify yourself.
Find
Skip that. Sorry.
and kill him.
Leon's screen time costs too much. You know, like this can't have it too much. He's a very expensive actor. We're gonna run up here. I'm gonna try and get a little funny cutscene.
I'm not one of those things. Stop shooting.
There you go. It might get me killed. I'm gonna see if I can hit a crazy skip real quick. I cannot. He's out. But that's all. Yeah, like I said, might get me killed. If you so normally in that cutscene, Leon just runs out the door. You just sit there watching him. But if you throw a stun grenade or if you get zombies in here, or a skip co-op, by the way, you can prevent him from going through the door, and like as you saw, he'll just get stunned in the cutscene and do whatever. It's really funny. Like you could even land a flash grenade right on his forehead. It's just funny looking in the cutscene. But yeah, in the co-op run, we do something similar to that with zombies to keep that door open back there, and we run through that and skip this entire liquor garage board section that is horrific.
It looks bad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. You hated liquors before. Wait till you play this section.
Watch where you're shooting.
Liquors aren't. I don't know. I've never had that bad of an experience with liquors, but yeah, I can see them just me growing to hate them in this level.
Yeah, I think this game might have the most liquors and the most hunk. Something to be proud of.
Can't go wrong with more hunk.
Never go wrong with more hunk.
Absolutely.
Alright, so this mission is like the Bertha. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I need to open this door.
We lost.
Deal with you after. Okay, our teammates got it. Nice. Need that riot gun. This is one of the scariest missions in the game, either the scariest or second scariest from this point onward.
Do we know about a plan?
Very, very, very easy to die. Probably second scariest. Oh, I did that a little early. Kind of got lucky. He got stunned from that shot. So sometimes I'll just run straight down the middle, but it's pretty easy to get shot by the special forces operatives trying to shoot zombies, as you can probably tell. So sometimes I like to play it safe and run around the left there. But a lot of time you can still probably make it down the middle. So right here we're going to have a bunch of hunters dropping down.
Hunters?
Take them out.
So many. They'll attack
They're
all of
dropping
us.
in some ODST drop pods, which if we are directly under one, we actually get one shot and die immediately, which is pretty funny.
Halo music plays in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Not bad.
I don't know who this last guy is. Oh, what the okay. Yeah.
Perfect game.
Yeah, I've
Much
never
like-
seen this happen.
Much like every Resident Evil game. Perfect game.
I mean, I'll take it. It makes it easier to shoot him, I guess. I just took a little long to find him. My health is low, and I don't have a first aid spray, so this part is going to be a little sketchy, but try and make it work.
You gotta go with the classic Resident Evil speedrunner. No, this is the worst mission in the game. And then every mission you play after that, you say, no, this is the worst
What?
mission.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. This guy is being weird. I've never... He usually walks up, but not like this. Okay, RIP, 4 Eyes. Died for the cause. That's my go.
No. 4 Eyes.
Okay, should be good. There's a bunch of guys in here.
I'm thinking of the Steve Buscemi, hello fellow kids, how are you doing whenever you do the mimicry.
Oh! Oh, no,
Apologies for
please
my
don't
language.
kick him. Please don't kick him. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but make my life easier still. Hello, fellow soldiers. I am just like you. Oh my, that's so, this guy, that's so unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait for my mimic. So yeah, this section is literally impossible to get through without camo or mimic. And while
Again?
I'm waiting, yeah, I know. While I'm waiting, I need to take care of my teammates because the guards will shoot me. I don't know where that zombie came from.
You would think after
This is a big wound.
4 times of knocking them down, they would start to suspect that you are onto some foul play. But
Nah.
Gone.
Why would they do that?
Let's just get to a safe house.
Okay. Missed the Y button there, that scared me. Okay. Notice how he just turned around immediately? I was like, oh, there's nobody there.
oh, it's Greg. Hey, Greg, what's up?
Yeah, so I was behind a wall there, so he couldn't see me. So that kind of worked out. Yeah, we're just going to run through this. As you can imagine, this is probably pretty impossible to get through without camo or that. And we're going to run up to these guys and get sent back to the respawn screen so we can get rid of all these guys. because trying to do this section with all these guys here is pretty next to impossible, especially on Pro. We're gonna go trigger this hunter real quick, dive right there onto the wall to knock it back, and we're going to grab the flamethrower, the strongest weapon in the entire game. We're gonna grill us some hunter steak.
I wonder how hunter steak would taste like, actually.
Like alligator. which
Are they
tastes like-
alligators?
No, they're frogs.
They're frogs? Actually,
Frogs also
that
taste
makes-
like chicken. Frogs also
that
taste like
makes-
chicken too, right?
Or they're reptiles. Oh god, now I have to Google this.
Them being frogs kind of makes sense when you like look at them, but like it's kind of crazy. Imagine a frog turning into that.
It just
that's a scary
says
thought.
reptilian DNA, so that's not a frog.
It could be a frog. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hello, fellow soldiers. It's me.
They're like all shooting around me, so I'm like freaking out. Bro, these zombies are like in the worst spots. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Sure,
we're
you're
good.
bleeding.
I was bleeding in a horde of zombies, but we're good now.
Did you just teabag? Did you just teabag right there?
No.
Oh,
I dropped down.
okay. It looked like from the animation you just teabagged after running past.
Yeah. Now we're gonna grill up some tyrant steak. Tyrant ribeye. So the flamethrower, like I said, strongest weapon in the game. It absolutely melts everything. That was unfortunate that hit. Especially tyrants on like everything, but it makes this fight so much faster on every difficulty. On casual, it's like a joke, and on professional, as you can tell, it's still kind of like a joke. Okay, more ammo. Oh. Oh.
He heard you call him a joke.
Oh. R.I.P. for him. Okay.
Clean. Let's go.
Coming up on the second to last mission, we're going to change to camo now, because there's not going to be many soldiers. The very beginning of this mission is going to hold a skip, and we're also going to be meeting another beloved Resident Evil character, my favorite Resident Evil character, personally.
Is she femme fatale, as the trope goes?
She might be. She might be. One might say. So this skip is kind of scary. I'm gonna need to focus. You can soft lock on it, and I also recently discovered that my controller has stick drift and lost it in a world record run like 2 days ago. So that was pretty sick. So it makes this skip even harder. But yeah, I'm gonna try and focus up here real quick and get on top of this railing.
So this is mission 6 out of the 7 for this game. I've seen FI3RY do the skip. The skip is actually really cool. But yeah, no, Operation Raccoon City is just, honestly, there are always memes made about, you know, the less popular Resident Evil games, but all of them even are just really good conceptually as video games. I mean, as soon as I say that, he's just walking on air, you know? They're just really well made, and they're very fun to watch.
Use the control panel.
Whee! Okay, we did that great. Now there's another part of this.
Holy.
There's a second part of this.
Where are they all coming from?
But yeah, this stick drift really makes it so I have to be like really slow on those railings. Because if you fall down next to the train carts in the little pit, you get soft locked. Which not that big of a deal in a marathon because I can just restart the mission. But obviously, if you're trying to PB, that sucks. But you can soft lock here too. This is another part. We're gonna have to run right here and tilt ourselves into here, and we got it. Let's go.
Let's go. Clean.
Oh,
We're gonna throw some nades here because Ada Wong put a bunch of traps in our way. Just messed up.
Ada.
Messed up one of my nades. We're gonna run right up here, and she's gonna turn around and leave.
She got away.
She those.
You know,
So
if you have you considered mimicrying as Leon Kennedy when you go meet Ada? You might not put down those traps.
mimic be Leon at this point. I haven't thought about that. Probably
Just be
because it's
Leon.
not.
Just be Leon Kennedy.
I'll get someone to mod it on the PC version.
Yeah. Instead of putting down traps, you just have a cutscene. You know?
Yeah. You might be able to mimic as Ada. I don't think that works. I think I've tried mimicking as Leon before, and it just didn't work. But you never know. Maybe I just did it wrong. Maybe I didn't try enough. So right now we're on an auto-scroller elevator that can absolutely troll you, as Kamu has seen in a very unfortunate clip on a world record run I had. But yeah, we're gonna have to deal with even more lickers, which are a common theme and are going to come back later in the mission as well. Lupo, you are standing in the way of my handgun. Thank you. Yeah, our teammates think the best measure of dealing with the lickers is to run up and start kicking them. But you gotta respect. Yeah, this first elevator is kind of an auto-scroller, luckily, so it doesn't matter how fast you take out these lickers. But obviously it does help to have them gone, especially on professional difficulty, because they can and will kill you at any random point in time.
This game doesn't have a difficulty adjustment, does it, compared to the other Resident Evils?
I do not believe it has DA, no. But I could be wrong. But I have not experienced any DA. All the pickups in the game are completely fixed, except for what comes from enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But all the health, all the first aid sprays, grenades, ammo boxes, etc., all that is completely fixed, which makes running the game a lot nicer. Because you just know where to pick things up. You don't need to worry about RNG in that aspect. Most of the game is just pure execution. The only real RNG is like on professional difficulty, whether you're dying or losing camo or what have you, or but the rest of the game, it's pretty much just whether a zombie grabbed you or maybe is in your way somewhere or something. But that's about it. Got a camo here and Prey. The hunters are nice, good boys. This one is coming up here very slow, which is very scary. Oh my god.
Typical hunter moment.
Yeah. Usually when you're down here, they'll just kind of go away. This guy does not want to. This guy does not want to at all.
What the hell is going on? Why is
Look
the
a
zone
little
Let me
too
out! Woo! Okay, we're good.
Let me through.
Let me in! But yeah, usually, like, when you get there, they'll just gotta back off and, like, act like you don't exist. But, some rare moments, they'll just troll you like that.
That cop, he's still alive. He's with that girl from earlier.
I'm gonna say it again and again. I am so impressed how many details they take from the actual, OG games that this is where you're actually at.
Oh yeah.
And this is before 2 remake and 3 remake came out as well. So honestly, the attention to detail upscale is really good.
Yeah, especially for like this what was supposed to be like a co-op kind of like hero shoot 'em up type like game, like action game or something. It is pretty cool that there's a lot of stuff done for what game this game takes place in time period wise for the other games.
Hunters. This must be the MA-121 incubation lab. Hunter on our 6!
Repeat. All personnel are to evacuate immediately.
Hurry up and find those intruders.
And we're gonna be finishing out. We're not quite at the end of the mission. There is a big boss fight with another special guest.
Damn, he's gone.
At the end of the mission.
Spread out.
Take out all these Crimson Heads. If you get surrounded by these Crimson Heads here, it can be scary. They can just absolutely one-tap you.
command. This is hopeless. We've got to get out of here.
Fine, we'll deal with this later. Evacuate the facility.
And yeah, we're gonna have
Get out on the service platform.
a little like teaser boss fight. Right here with the Super Tyrant. We're gonna have some liquors, and we're gonna have the real boss fight with the Super Tyrant.
We have time for a quick donation, or you need some focus time?
Yeah. Yeah, we can
Alright.
do some donations during.
Sure, we have a anonymous $20 donation saying, "Let's defend our Leon, yay!" Which brings that poll up to $21 to defend Leon. So yeah, how much longer do we have on that?
I believe till about the end of this mission, because
So
it's
after
gonna
time.
be, yeah, next mission is when that would be happening. So not after this fight with Tyrant, which is going very poorly. I've never had to go this bad. I know it's going on. There we go. But after the next fight with Tyrant,
We also have a $5 donation from Rebecca Chambers Fan Club CEO saying, "I'm sorry, Mar." I don't know about that.
Yeah, I wonder who the only Rebecca Chambers fan is in the entire world.
Me?
You didn't you just say Ada Wong was your favorite? No, but that was
that's
me,
kind of a
Mar.
lie.
I'm sorry, Mar.
That's kind of
Actually-
a lie that I said that, to be honest. It's actually Rebecca.
That means we're also $52 away from the big 3K. So go ahead, get those donations in. Doesn't matter if it's $1. We can get a $5 train going. Get those donations in for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So thank you, everyone who's been donating so far. Thank you, thank you.
You know, if they remade this game with the RE engine, with the same premise, it could actually be really fun. The more I look at this.
Yeah, I think this game's pretty underrated. Honestly, I think it just came out at kind of like a bad time, and yeah. But I think, especially, I mean, like any game is kind of fun in co-op. To be real here, but I think this game is really fun in co-op because it's also just. I think Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, you know, those were games that are really fun to mess around in with your friend. Now you got like 3 other friends you can just absolutely mess around with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always the criticism about those games, right? People are like, "Oh, I hated those games," and then people ask, "Well, did you play it with somebody?" And they're like, "No."
That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah. Guys, watch out! Oh no. Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
AI
good.
is just, they just sit through the fire. They don't care. They're just like, whatever. It's
When has fire and logic been made sense in Resident Evil?
True.
never.
It's serious.
Like the
We're on
volcano in
to,
Resident Evil 5. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
well, that's perfect logic. Chris Redfield, that's my go, bro. He can do that easy. If they bring back Wesker though, that's when I'm calling BS. If they ever bring back Wesker, that's when I don't know. Resident Evil just isn't realistic enough for me at that point, you know?
Yeah,
Everyone wants Wesker back.
it was realistic when Irving turned into a giant tentacle alligator, but Wesker coming back, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't want Wesker coming back, but I know so many people who do, and I'm just like, that will not make sense.
I feel like I'm the only one who's made this crazy fan theory, but I feel like Resident Evil 9 is gonna tie in so much of Resident Evil 0. I feel like it's a bunch of Resident Evil 0 coming back.
As,
Wouldn't mind.
as long as Lisa Trevor is not back, because that theory that went around just made me go bonkers.
Oh yeah, the giant stalker in the demo was Lisa Trevor's or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they used her voice or her audio.
Yeah, that'd be quite something if Lisa was still around.
It wouldn't be the biggest stretch though, but of
Yeah.
all the theories I have seen, it is not the biggest stretch. But I still think we're fighting radioactive lickers and radioactive hunters.
I can see that.
I just want another Rebecca Chambers game.
True and based.
All right. So we are coming up on the last mission here. Using camo again.
Mars a little happier.
A little
Saying
bit.
Yeah, we're defending Leon, I'm assuming.
Thank you, Anonymous.
All right. I'm kind of happy about that, but I'm also a little sad because I spent like 2-3 hours today trying to figure out how to actually beat Leon on professional difficulty because it is a nightmare. He just absolutely obliterates you, and he has hyper armor, like literally. So, and I figured out a really good consistent strat. Normally in the run we do not eliminate Leon because it is slower. Because at the end you have to eliminate 2 of your teammates, and you have to eliminate Leon on top of that if you go to eliminate Leon. Leon has hyper armor, and he hits you for like half your HP on professional, and sometimes for whatever reason he turns his pistol into a machine gun somehow and just one-taps you. He is absolutely lore accurate when you're trying to eliminate him. So it's pretty hard. Just did a little skip there, another drop down. Gonna use a stun grenade here on these guards.
So that looked simple, but that was actually a skip as well, so kudos on the old man.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy to mess up. It's not a super big time save, but it is a time save. We're gonna get grenaded by Claire right here and be bleeding, but we're just gonna ignore all that, look past. We're gonna see Claire right here. You can actually get ahead of her, but if you get ahead of her, she'll start grenade launching you, and that's not fun.
That's a lot of mines.
It is a lot of mines.
The US government is already closing in. You're running
Hello,
out of
Claire.
time.
I'm a little
Take
scared
care
that
of
I'm this
Leon
close
and
to you.
find that little girl.
He's gotta be in here
I am
somewhere.
very far ahead of her. Alright.
That's our target.
So, the game's gonna make us have to bleed one of the soldiers behind this barricade to have the zombies do our dirty work and break this barricade for us. Kind of interesting concept. Kind of cool. And Leon's gonna be sniping at us while we're doing that. That nade did not bleed one of them. There we go. I bled one of them. There's a very specific animation that plays when you make them start bleeding. They kind of like hold on to their stomach. So that's how you know you bled one of them. You just run it. Yeah, this is where you make the choice to defend or eliminate Leon. I'm gonna go against the donation goal and eliminate him. No, I'm joking.
Suddenly, Mark cuts the stream and say, "Oh no, technical difficulties. What are we gonna
Yep,
do?"
never allowed back on. I'll take it.
We will not be working with FI3RY again.
Don't hurt him! Alright, we're coming!
Yeah, in the eliminate, you also, like, after you take out Leon in the cutscene, you pretty much hold a gun up to Claire and Sherry, and then it cuts to black, and you can assume the rest. Yeah, we mainly take camo on this mission for this section right here, because taking out your teammates is not that easy. We're going to be using another kind of like hidden mechanic with meleeing in this game where you can execute. There's a lot of different mechanics in this game that are not brought back in other games. Like you can take meat shields with zombies or soldiers, which actually can help a lot. It's pretty slow, so I don't use it in speedrun, but there's also an execute. If you melee someone properly, like they're low health, I'm kind of getting... I'm having the story of this run happen right now, and I don't know what's going on. They're like in a corner, and I'm surrounded by zombies. So, See, I'm executing a zombie, and so the person. I have never had this happen before, where they're in this corner,
They're
and that's
cheating.
kind of. Yeah, I think it's actually preventing me from executing them. I might get executed by them.
Nope.
Yeah, I
Actually,
got
that'd be
kind of
cool to
lucky.
see though. I want to see that animation.
Yeah, they're just kind of stuck in the corner. This has not happened. They're not
Oh, you're
shooting me, so
You're
you
still
know,
underestimate. You're fine.
as long as they can actually be taken out, and this isn't some weird soft lock, I'm cool. I mean, I can just die by zombies if it is. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. It's just taking longer. Just, well, I learned something new. I've learned a lot new today.
No.
I've learned a lot new today. I've never had that happen. That like broke their AI.
On your feet.
But yeah, and we're done. GG's.
GG's time.
GG's. That was awesome.
That was a treat to watch Fiery.
Yeah, you're welcome for the content and the curse run. It came at my suffering.
Yeah, I've actually, don't hate me, folks. I've never seen Operation Raccoon City, and I've heard folks not say the most positive things about it, but I think that looks fun, in my opinion.
I definitely think it's very fun, especially like if you have a good group of friends, you're gonna have a blast your first playthrough.
Once it gets listed on Steam again, that would be great. So, Fiery, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/FI3RY. And I also have a YouTube channel that I occasionally post to. That's just Fiery without the X. And yeah, Kamu.
Yeah, my name is Avukamu. Sorry if I forgot to introduce myself in the very beginning. But yeah, you can follow me at twitch.tv/Avukamu. I'm mostly just doing Resident Evil 4 randomizers right now. But yeah, that was a fun run. Fiery. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for commentating. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.